go to the first Monday night game that was supposed to be on Sunday morning, the first game on Sunday, which would have been nice if I didn't have to work and I would have been able to see this whole game. But Bills beat the Steelers 31-17. And it never, even though the Steelers did get it to a 7-point game, I never felt that Buffalo was in danger.
Yep.
The Bills felt like they had control of the game. They were able to run the ball consistently. And when it did get to 24-17, I think a lot of people were very nervous. There's a lot of nervous energy in Buffalo, but what do? They went right down the field, scored, landed a knockout punch. And the biggest stat of this game for the Bills, 0 turnovers. I don't know the last time they had a game. I don't know if they've had a game all year where they haven't had a turnover. No turnovers. I think Josh Allen was like 21 of 30, threw for 3 touchdowns. Since Joe Brady has taken over the play calling duties from Ken Dorsey, they have a little bit more of a flow. It doesn't look like such an eyesore and everything looks so difficult. Like anytime they complete a pass or they gained like 4 or 5 yards, it just looked hard. There seems to be some flow to the offense, and Joe Brady has actually done a good job of actually calling an offense and not just calling plays.
Well, and I know going in this game, I think I said the Steelers, if they want to win, they need to force 3 turnovers. Well, the Steelers must have heard what I said and got it backwards because they had 3 turnovers in this game.
No, they're just not that good.
I was just like, guys, they're going to fight and scratch and claw and be right there. But then they have what, two red zone turnovers? Like when you're on your, I don't know, Mason Rudolph might be their best quarterback on their roster, but we'll say when
he is their best quarterback on the roster. I don't think there's much of a dispute.
When you're on to your, we'll call it third string quarterback, who still is somehow your best in a playoff game, you need to be perfect. And they just weren't perfect. And once again, no TJ Watt. The Steelers' defense is a below average defense. 1-11 now without TJ, and the last 12 games he missed. Again, Josh Allen, from what I saw, could bake a cake in the backfield because he had so much time to do whatever he wants. And apparently, the Steelers they forgot how to tackle this week. They just decided that playing tackle football
must be a Pennsylvania football team.
It must be a Pennsylvania. It's a Pennsylvania thing.
True.
Which I don't understand because when you have Tomlin there, he just preaches on effort and culture and doing the right things, and tackling is all effort. And Pittsburgh just decided that we don't want to do this. It's not for us. So yeah, anytime you do that, you're not going to win many games.
Yeah, and well, the biggest question in Pittsburgh right now is what are they going to do at the quarterback, because Kenny Pickett isn't the answer. Mason Rudolph is good in spots, and he's just that. I think that's all he is in the NFL. I think he's just a good middle reliever that can win you a couple of games, and then after a couple, teams have figured him out, and then he's done. But
so you're saying he's a good backup quarterback?
He is.
Of the Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but I'm very curious what Pittsburgh does at the quarterback position this offseason. Judging by the way they are, it wouldn't shock me if they try to run it back with Kenny Pickett. But yeah, I don't know what you do if you're Pittsburgh, because they're in a spot where they're not going to be able to really draft one. Their best option might be to try and trade for somebody, but I don't know who you trade for.
I mean, you can't tell me Justin Fields or Jimmy Garoppolo are better than what's on their roster now.
No. I mean, you're going to be the same result. They'll win some games. They'll win games they're not supposed to, but they need to. What they really need to do is they need to get another pass rusher opposite of TJ Watt, because he's going to miss 4 or 5 games a year because he always finds a way to get hurt.
Well, and it's crazy because Highsmith, he's a good player, but is he only just a good player when TJ's there? Because you take TJ away and that dude disappears. I think he signed a $60 million extension this last offseason. I don't know the total value, but I know he signed one. And when TJ's not there, he disappears. When TJ's there, they're a great duo. But if you want to be a high-paid, expensive athlete, you got to be the best player on the field, even when other players are gone. You got to be a tractor, not a trailer.
Ooh, that is a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
And when TJ's not on the field, this Pittsburgh defense is full of trailers, because there's no alpha that'll take them to the promised land.
Nope.